Let me paint you a picture. It's Friday night. Your phone buzzes. Hey, we're all meeting at that new place downtown. You coming? And suddenly, your body has a physical reaction. Not excitement. Dread. Pure, unfiltered dread. Your brain immediately starts crafting the perfect excuse. Oh man, I would. But I think I'm coming down with something. Coming down with what? A severe case of I'd rather eat cereal in my pajamas? If this is you, welcome. Grab your comfort blanket. We're about to dive deep into why you're like this. And spoiler alert, you're not broken. You're just built different. Let's start with the obvious. You, my friend, are what society calls a homebody. But that word doesn't do it justice. You're not just someone who likes being home. You're someone who has turned staying in into an art form. Your couch has a permanent indent shaped exactly like your body. Your Netflix algorithm knows you better than your therapist. You have a specific mug for specific moods. You've named your houseplants. One of them is called Gerald. Gerald's doing great. By the way, thanks for asking. But here's what's wild. While everyone else is out there living their best life, you're at home having what can only be described as a full sensory experience with a grilled cheese sandwich, and you're happier than they are. How is that possible? Well, buckle up, because neuroscience is about to validate your entire existence. Your brain runs on something called a social battery. Now, extroverts, their battery is like one of those industrial generators. It just keeps going. They can party for 6 hours, hit an after party, grab late-night food with strangers, and still have energy to post about it. You've got one of those old Nokia phones. Sure, it's reliable, but after 3 hours of socializing, you're at 2% and frantically looking for an exit. Not because you hate people, but because your brain is literally running out of juice. Scientists call this cognitive load. Every time you're in a social situation, your brain is doing Olympic-level gymnastics. It's reading facial expressions, decoding tone, tracking who said what, managing your own face so you don't look dead inside, and simultaneously planning your escape route. Meanwhile, extroverts' brains are just vibing. They're on autopilot. You're flying the plane manually in a thunderstorm while also serving beverages. And then you get home, you close the door, take off the bra or the belt, whichever one was murdering you, and exhale for what feels like the first time all day. That's not laziness. That's your nervous system finally switching off combat mode. You've been in fight or flight for hours. Now you're in fight anyone who disturbs my peace mode. But let's talk about the real issue. Society has gaslit you into thinking that staying home means you're missing out. FOMO is real. Fear of missing out. Except, let's be honest, what are you actually missing? Karen's boyfriend's cousin's birthday party, where you know exactly 3 people and 2 of them are Karen. A club where the music is so loud, you have to scream, what? 17 times and still don't know what anyone said. Brunch where someone orders for the table and you end up paying $47 for 2 bites of avocado toast you didn't want. Meanwhile, you could be at home, in your favorite spot. That one corner of the couch that just hits different. Wearing clothes with elastic waistbands, eating something you actually like. Watching that show everyone told you to watch 3 years ago. No FOMO, just JOMO, joy of missing out. And let me tell you, JOMO is underrated. Here's something nobody tells you. The people who are always out, always busy, always posting, half of them are exhausted. They're on the hamster wheel of productivity and experiences because they've been told that's what living looks like. But you figured out something they haven't. You don't need to fill every moment with noise to prove you're alive. You're comfortable with silence, with stillness, with your own company. And that's not sad, that's evolved. Oxford University did a study, and I'm not making this up, that found people who enjoy solitude are more creative, more self-aware, and better at problem solving. You know why? Because breakthrough ideas don't happen at the networking event. They happen in the shower, at 2 a.m. when you can't sleep. On a random Tuesday, when you're staring out the window and your brain finally has space to think. All your best ideas are born in silence, not in chaos. But here's where we need to get real for a second. There's a difference between loving your own company and hiding from the world. And you need to know which one you're doing. If you cancel plans and feel this wave of relief, like yes, freedom, I get my night back, that's healthy. That's you honoring your energy. But if you cancel plans and then spend the whole night feeling guilty, anxious, like you're letting people down, or missing out on connection you actually want, that's different. That's not introversion, that's fear wearing an introvert costume. Some people stay home because it recharges them. Others stay home because leaving feels too hard, too scary, too much. And if that's you, if social situations make you genuinely anxious, if the idea of small talk makes your chest tight, if you're avoiding things you actually want to do because the anxiety is louder than the desire, that's worth looking at. Because one is self-care, the other is self-protection. And self-protection that goes too far becomes self-imprisonment. But for those of you who genuinely, authentically love being home, you're not broken, you're selective. You've just realized that your energy is finite and you get to choose where it goes. You'd rather have one meaningful conversation than 10 surface-level ones. One night that actually fills you up than 7 that drain you dry. And honestly, that's not antisocial. That's smart. Let's also address the people in your life who don't get it. The ones who say, you never come out anymore. You're so boring now. You've changed. Yeah, you have changed. You've stopped pretending that forcing yourself into situations that deplete you is somehow virtuous. You've stopped saying yes when you mean no. You've stopped sacrificing your peace to make other people comfortable. And some people will take that personally. Let them. Their discomfort with your boundaries is not your responsibility. And can we talk about how staying home has been villainized? Like, when did we decide that going out equals living and staying in equals giving up? Because last time I checked, some of the greatest minds in history were hermits. Isaac Newton invented calculus during quarantine. Emily Dickinson barely left her house and wrote poetry that outlived everyone who judged her for it. Nikola Tesla preferred pigeons to people and invented the future. You're in good company. Plus, let's be honest, people who are always out are exhausting to watch. They're in 47 group chats. They're double booked every weekend. They're posting stories from 3 different events in one night. And I'm watching like, when do you rest? When do you think? When do you just exist without an audience? It stresses me out just looking at it. Meanwhile, you're living slow, intentional, unbothered. You've got your routines, your rituals, that specific way you make your coffee, the exact time of day the light in your room looks perfect, the playlist that just gets you. These aren't small things. These are the things that make life feel like yours. Not a highlight reel, not a performance. Just life, quiet, steady, real. So here's my challenge to you. Stop apologizing for it. Stop saying I'm sorry. I'm just tired when what you mean is I don't want to go, and that's reason enough. Stop feeling guilty for protecting your energy. Stop letting people make you feel like you're less than because you don't need what they need. You're not missing out. You're opting out. And that's a power move. Hit that subscribe button if you're proud to be a homebody. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your favorite thing about staying in? Is it the no pants policy? The solitude? The fact that you can pause conversations to go pee? Let me know. And if you want to understand the psychology behind why you're wired this way, why your brain works different, why you've always felt like an alien at parties, the next video is going to blow your mind. It explains the part of yourself you've been trying to put into words your whole life. Click it. You need to see this. Now, if you'll excuse me, Gerald needs watering and I've got a date with my couch. Peace.